Hey y'all, welcome to Adventures with Aggie, brought to you by the Ryan Martin Foundation. Today, our episode features Ravi Drugan, U.S. Para-Alpine skier and Beijing 2022 hopeful. Please welcome Ravi.
Well, Ravi, how are you doing today?
Doing awesome.
Great. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to meet you. I've seen all kinds of awesome things on social and online when I was digging through your background to prep questions today. But thank you so much for being here. And I think just to kind of start out, could we start from the beginning and just give me some background into who you are and what you do?
So my name is Ravi Drugan. I live in Eugene, Oregon. I was actually born in Florida, but have lived in Oregon just about all my life since I was 18 months old. Used to be an avid skateboarder and played baseball in middle school and water polo in high school. And yeah, now I ski as much as I can.
Lots of sports. So I guess you always knew that you wanted to be some kind of athlete of some kind.
Oh, I've always been super, just into having fun and, doing things that are fun and a workout, I suppose. But, not necessarily that I ever thought I was always going to be an athlete, but I like it. So, and yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's so fun. That's a lot of different sports. I did a lot of sports growing up. I wasn't good at many of them, but I still did them because I had fun too. But I want to go back. Can you tell me how you found alpine skiing kind of from the beginning there?
I was actually hit by a train in Eugene, Oregon, resulting in me becoming a wheelchair user and a double amputee, which is definitely a super hard thing for a young kid to go through, and especially someone that's super active. And about 3 years after my accident, my dad had went skiing with a buddy of his from college, and he was like, "Man, I gotta get you up there somehow." And we have known about adaptive skiing and Oregon Adaptive Sports. And finally, my mom and my dad contacted Oregon Adaptive Sports, and they set me up with a half-day scholarship and equipment to use and a lesson. And by noon, I was skiing Black Diamonds with my dad. So,
How did it feel for the first time? Did you know that this was going to be what you wanted to do, or did it take some time?
I want to say the first day I knew I wanted to ski just about every day. So it was pretty awesome.
I love that. You could tell from the beginning, the passion is there. I love it. Cool. Okay. So I guess moving kind of through your skiing journey here, how did you know that you were going to go high performance with this? Or was there a day when it clicked, or was it kind of a progression type thing? How did that go?
I just like to go skiing every day. And kind of funny, I was like, man, skiing's expensive. So I should try to find some sponsors and try to make this more affordable for myself. And just kept skiing every day I could. And one day at Mount Bachelor, I'd actually met ex-US ski teamer, Chris Broadbeck, or what is his last name? I'll have to check his last name. Chris. I met a Paralympic skier named Chris, and he offered to do a couple of runs with me, and did a couple of runs with him, and he suggested that I should go try out racing. So the next year I got my own monoski from Challenge Athletes Foundation, who helped me with a big chunk of that, and went to my very first race totally unprepared, not knowing what I was getting into, and not even knowing which way I was supposed to turn around the first gate. So had a lot of fun with that, and kind of did that on and off for a couple of seasons. And I mean, free skiing is kind of more my passion and my love. And I kind of got in some disagreement with coaches at the time and quit alpine racing and stuck with free skiing. And then I got into Winter X Games and spent a good number of years doing that, and won a medal in 2015, a bronze medal for monoskier cross, and really enjoyed that and focused on that. And after that event got cut from Winter X Games, sadly, I did a couple of just, little free ski events here in Oregon and places, and had a lot of fun doing that. But, didn't really feel I was challenging myself enough. So I thought I'd get back into alpine racing.
This is like so foreign to me. All of this is foreign. I'm from Alabama. I don't even know if I've ever been skiing before. So I love hearing all the different kinds of things that you've done before. But I want to talk about competitions. How do you kind of get in the mindset? Do you have things that you do before competition, before races and things? What does that look like? What does the preparation look like for you?
For me, I want to say every day I'm ready to race. So, trying to stick with your routine on and off the hill and in competition, out of competition is really important just to make competitions flow like more of a normal day. For me, a big part of ski racing is just mental. I always say the hardest part about ski racing is that ability to turn on the switch. Like anybody can be out skiing or doing any sport or doing anything and they can feel super pumped about it and be having a great time. But the ability to be sitting and waiting up in the cold and keep activated and keep warmed up and be able to get in that start gate and really push yourself to your limits there is the hard part. So for
Absolutely.
me, just keeping it simple, every hill's just another hill when it comes down to it, and we're just skiing. So have fun and enjoy it, and really focus on where we're at. And it's a super cool thing, and it's an awesome thing to be able to travel and ski incredible places. So really, any day on the hill is better than the best day off the hill.
I love it. I couldn't imagine what's going through my mind whenever I ski at one point. I feel like my mind would be going through panic at the speed that y'all are going and just things. I don't know what I would be thinking, but what goes through your mind? I know you're focused, but right at the start gate, like before you go, what are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of everything I want to happen. So, try to not focus on what could go wrong or what could go bad, but really just stick to your game plan and focus on the end goal and stay focused on what you want to happen and have fun with it. You know what I mean? And that's really the biggest thing in the start, try to get pumped up and really enjoy what you're doing.
For sure. I can tell that you love it. From hearing you talk about it, I can tell that this is your favorite thing. That's great. Cool. Let's see. I want to ask you, I guess you mentioned Chris before, but who are some of the people that have kind of helped you along your sporting journey so far?
Definitely like Kendall Cook and Ben Sparrow, who was my very first instructor with Oregon Adaptive Sports. They really helped me just progress in my skiing from the start and have always been there to support me and help me along the way. So other than that, Tyler Walker has always been a really good mentor to me, and Stephanie Victor, who are both, incredible, decorated Alpine ski racers, both double above knee amputees. And they've really just showed me that, they've showed me the hard work it takes, and they showed me the joy you can get out of it.
For sure. Sounds like you have a great circle around you. Some really cool athletes too. I wish my circle was full of those people as well. But cool. A couple more questions. I kind of have a series that we use as our end portion of the show. But first, I want to talk about, I guess, a little bit of story time. I kind of give this time just for you to share some highlights of your career so far. If there is an event that stuck out, or maybe your favorite time skiing or whatever that may be. But yeah, could you share some highlights and stories?
I want to say definitely one of the biggest highlights was getting a medal in Winter X Games, and not just having a medal there, but actually being invited. When I was a little kid, I always said I wanted to be a pro skateboarder in the X Games, and that didn't quite happen, but made it in skiing. So yeah, but other than that, every day, just, there's been so many great days on the hill, skiing in the trees and skiing just beautiful lines that have been just, wouldn't change a thing for those memories.
Absolutely. It's so cool to be able to say that you are an X Games athlete. I think that's crazy. That's not something I will say in my career ever. So that's just so cool. But awesome. Let's see. Couple more questions for you here. What have you learned about yourself through this sport? I guess, has it taught you any lessons or anything? What have you learned about yourself?
I want to say every day it teaches you new lessons, from being a better person on the hill and off the hill to being the best athlete you can be. And it's, it goes to show that if you work hard and you're passionate about something, you can really achieve whatever you want.
For sure.
I want to say, there is, there's no limit to it for anyone. And I always want to say that, no one can anyone can be as good of a skier as me, or, as good of an athlete or anything if they want to and they try hard.
Was that a call out to me? Should I go try it now? Maybe I should go try it today.
Well, definitely, you and anyone that hasn't skied, like when you're up on the top of a mountain, it's pretty breathtaking. And, I go places that it would take someone that's completely able-bodied days to get to, or maybe couldn't even be able to ski. So being on the mountain and skiing is just pure freedom, and everybody should take the opportunity to enjoy that.
For sure. Follow-up question to that. These locations that y'all are skiing, they're gorgeous. Like these mountains that you're going to all over different places of the world and stuff. Do you have a favorite place that you've competed in?
I always say my favorite place to ski is just back home in Oregon at Mount Bachelor or Hoodoo. Yeah. But Sauce Bay, Switzerland, we train there a lot in the summer in our off time, and it's just super beautiful there, super good people, and it's breathtaking to be skiing in the Swiss Alps.
That's one of those like movie dreams, skiing in the Alps. That's in every movie, or everybody says it. That's where they want to go on vacation or something like that. But maybe that's what I'll do next. We'll see.
No, I want to say 10 years ago, I would never have thought I'd be skiing in these places I get to.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, so nice. I watch YouTube videos to kind of get my dose of that. Maybe not now or this holiday season, maybe not. Give me a year or two, and then maybe I'll go over there and try it out. But yes, definitely wishing I was you watching these videos of skiers in Switzerland. But one day. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Couple more. What would you say to someone who maybe hasn't tried alpine skiing, or really just skiing in general, but maybe they want to, or they're not sure how to get started? What advice would you give them?
I would say just go. Keep an open mind. It might be difficult the first day, but if you're not having fun skiing, you'll sure have fun enjoying the sights. And playing in the snow is always fun. So dress warm and have fun.
Absolutely. I think my crazy thoughts of what I'm actually doing would be going through my head while I'm trying to take in all the beautiful sights and stuff that are around me, and just kind of panic inside, but oh my gosh, look what I'm doing outside. But
no, I tell people all the time, I see them at a mountain and they're not very good and they're just sticking to like a bottom easy chairlift. I'm like, no, go up. There's an easy run down. Just go up and get a picture. It'll make your day.
For sure. Okay, so one day I'll come, you'll have to take me up to the top, because I'll definitely be at the bottom, like for sure. We'll see. Great. Okay, so 2 more questions for you. This episode will likely air right at Christmas. So how are you going to be spending your holiday season?
Right now, we only get about a week off for Christmas, and hopefully get as much time on snow as possible during that time. So whether that will be at Mount Bachelor or in Park City, Utah with the National Ability Center, who I train with on their Alpine ski racing team. So stay focused, and, it's kind of always funny because it's a holiday, just like we just had Thanksgiving, but we were racing and staying focused, and they kind of end up just being another day. But going skiing would be the best Christmas gift I could give myself. So hopefully we'll get lots of snow and have some just fun days.
I love it. I love how it doesn't stop. Ski is what I hear from Ravi, and I think it's great. Ski. That could be your motto. Awesome. Last question for you. I end all of the shows on advice. So what is one piece of advice you would give to younger Ravi? If you need to think about it, you can.
That's kind of a hard question because there's so much. You know what I mean? But
he needs a book.
Yeah, I could write a whole book on it. But I would say, to any child, do what you love, and whatever it is, focus on it, and you can make it into whatever you want.
Absolutely. Yes, I think that's great. When I was growing up, I had a sign in my room and it said, do what you love what you do. And that's always been my thing. Maybe because it was on my wall, like, and I saw it literally every single day when I woke up and went to bed. But yeah, I think that's perfect advice.
It's kind of funny, like in middle school, I had some teachers and they would make us write down what we want to be when we're older. And back then, I never really knew. People would write down doctor or mother or, dentist or all these things. And I always would just put live life to the fullest and enjoy every moment and have no regrets.
That's
so if
perfect.
If you live by that, no matter what you do, you'll do good.
I know there's not like a right answer to the what do you want to do when you grow up, but I feel like your answer is the right answer. It sounds correct. Live life to the
My teacher
fullest.
always thought it wasn't, but I was like, no, if that happens, everything will work out.
For sure. I think it's perfect. I love ending the show with this question because I feel like it's I don't know, maybe people listening hear something and then take it away and they're going to go live their lives to the fullest now because Ravi said it, hopefully. But
Hopefully.
yes. Anyway, perfect. Well, Ravi, this was great. Thank you so much for giving us lots of advice and sharing your stories.
Oh, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Ravi, thanks so much for coming on the show and sharing your passion for alpine skiing with us. Join us next week for another episode featuring Winter Paralympians on the way to Beijing 2022.